I love my RoboRA.
Alrighty, as you guys know, because of budget cuts to the student life programs, Jonathan Wood approached Dr. St. Gregory about getting a RoboRA to replace every single RA at Cedarville. Here's kind of the description. As a member of the residence life staff, the resident assistant is responsible for active supervision and direction of the residence hall living area to which they are assigned, as well as supervision over the student body. Qualified individuals will also provide leadership by serving as a positive role model. You need to make it so it can take care of the students nicely in the halls. It needs to be able to lead Bible studies, and then maybe lift up to 35 pounds, and also it needs to be able to maintain pretty good confidentiality.
Marty, you brought up a good point about the confidentiality for the students. Don't you think that there might be some ethical implications or violations we might be making by having a robot RA for the students?
Nah. I mean, what can possibly go wrong?
Also, with robot care, you really think that they're going to be able to attend to the students' needs, especially during those mental breakdowns during the 3/4 of the way through the semester?
We're engineers, I don't need to worry about emotional things.
I suppose we can just figure out an algorithm for that.
And there's algorithms for love, everything. I mean,
and it works for you.
Yeah, I think the stability of the RoboRA too, was since they won't be as emotional, might really play into it and actually help students.
Yeah.
Five, four, three, two, one, go!
Alright, you should boot any time now, right?
I'm seeing his video feed.
Okay. Is it looking good so far?
Yeah, he just focused.
we are operational! It's week 2 report. How's it going?
We had the robot RA in late duty, so he was out watching the doors in the residence halls as they...
I was able to plot the revenue we took in each night. For late duty, you can see a dramatic increase in the revenue as we started employing the robot RA.
Thomas, your idea to auto-debit students' accounts when they were caught late is awesome.
Yeah, it's a black and white system now, so there's no bribery with the RAs by bringing them food, so there's no question. They're going to get the fine if they come in after curfew. So we're into week 4 with the robot RA for a project and trying to take some derivatives and some logarithms. We're trying to figure out how do humans behave. What was happening there?
My best guess at this point is that was when the student got injured and the RoboRA came in to take care of that situation.
We're gonna have to...
You there? Are you okay? Looks like we need to take you to the hospital. The student is now in the car. There seems to be an obstruction in the doorway. We need to get to the hospital.
We're about halfway through this project, so what's the next step?
The next big step is to implement the spiritual algorithm for the RoboRA. And Marty, how's that been going this past month?
The students aren't seeming to respond very well. I mean, most say they're not comfortable with it or can't stand their RoboRA. I think once we get the spiritual algorithm fully ramped up and out the door, I think they'll really feel a lot more loving towards their RAs.
Welcome to tonight's Bible study. Thank you everyone for coming, even though it is a busy time. I hope you have had a great week. As I was praying this week and thinking about what to discuss tonight, I compiled this short study that seems meet your needs most. I've taken this message from one of Joel Osteen's sermons because it meets your needs. In his sermon, Pastor Austin said, "Friends, you are God's most prized possession. Don't go around feeling wrong about yourself. Quit wishing you were taller, had a better personality, or look like somebody else. You've been painted by the most incredible painter. When God created you, he stepped back and said that was good, another masterpiece."
Like, considering all the disasters that happened, like with just bad Bible studies and
People getting injured.
people getting injured all the time, and all the complaints about student account charges and sometimes overcharging. What ethical things could we have considered to maybe prevent some of these disasters, or even should we be like, kind of, is this a good project even that we should have done in the first place?
I think we really should have considered the human aspect and realized that robots, they're not humans, and they can't really care for humans as people would. And they also, when you're trying to program spirituality, you're getting into really a sticky ethical situation right there. So those are questions we really should have asked at the beginning that may have kept us from doing this project.
Yeah, when people are made in God's image, that's not, by us trying to make a robot to imitate that, that's not carrying that out. Another aspect I was thinking about is with our call as Christians to love one another, and with that comes the right to protect one another from getting harmed, both physically and as far as like our privacy goes. Having a robot RA that knows so much is a huge hazard, not only to that person's identity, but to that information being leaked out or used in the wrong way, as we saw in the Bible study. Also, should have went in and thought about the ethical implications that, people could get harmed, the information could be misused. We're trying to create a formula for something that there can't be a formula for, such as love. And so it should. It just seemed overall it was probably a very bad idea, and we should have asked more questions, which is part of the whole idea of the parapet principle, and loving one another and thinking about, as Christian engineers, how are we carrying this out.